Their love is like a musical.
We like to sit at home and sing together.
But he's hitting some sour notes.
He is like the stink master. He burps all the time.
And besides,
he's just kind of small.
You have breast boosters.
So she got change of heart to find her a new leading man.
Totally reminded me of John Travolta.
And we found him a woman.
She has a nice pooper.
To answer the call of the small.
I don't think size matters.
Will they stay together or have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. This is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. We're going to meet their dates later, but first let's meet our couple. They shared their first kiss back in their hometown in Oregon, but didn't become a couple until 9 years later. They've been dating now for 6 months. Please welcome Christopher Hamley and Trace Williams. So you guys have known each other for a while. You've seen some of the good, some of the ugly, some of the bad. It's all mixed in there somewhere, and we're going to try to sort through it. But let's start with something that was good. And Christopher, what attracted you first to Trace?
Well, actually, we met each other about 10 years ago. I remember she had this angelic face. We worked together. Yeah, she still does. And I traveled around a bit and ended up in LA. She had that same angelic face, and I wasn't going to let her go this time.
Oh, sweet. And Trace, tell us about a typical night with the two of you.
Well, let's see. Probably, we're both very musical, and I play the guitar, and we both sing. We love singing together, so we like to sit at home and sing together. And
not in the shower.
In fact, when we first met, he played this Richard Marx song on the piano for me and like serenaded me, and it was like totally melted my heart.
Right here waiting, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes that corny stuff does really well.
That's right.
Absolutely. Trace, does Christopher make you feel comfortable?
No.
Well, no?
Well, I just don't really feel very safe with him.
Because?
Well, he's just kind of small.
Small where?
Yeah, small where and how small?
No, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's just not a big guy, and he's just kind of puny. And
okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger is my height. I'm the same height as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, he's bigger than me, but I'm not. I'm
just saying that, like, if we were in a dark alley or something,
DiCaprio.
I don't really know, like, who would end up protecting who. So I just feel a little unsafe.
Maybe Trace, I think you can take him down.
He's just
Next time we're in an alley, I'll run and I'll leave you.
That's nice, Christopher. Well, Trace, how about when you do spend some time together and you are hanging out? What's that like?
He's a total recycle freak, for example. Like,
and that's a bad thing?
No, I mean,
in this
I
day and
recycle
age,
too.
That's a bad thing.
No, I recycle too, but he's like obsessive about it. Like, he actually goes through my garbage. Like, if I throw something out that's like in the refrigerator that's like old and skanky and stinky, like, I'm not gonna open it up and like rinse it out. So I'll throw it out, and he'll like go into my garbage and take it out of my garbage.
Sometimes I get up at 2 in the morning and go out there. And,
it drives me insane.
Christopher, in this relationship, do you feel that she puts you first, though? You're the most important guy going?
No, not really. She's got these 2 dogs. I love animals, but she's got these 2 dogs, and they kind of come first, and then me. All right, they're pugs, and a pug looks like it ran into a truck at 50 miles an hour. They snort, they sniff, they have, And one time during sex, we were in the middle of our moment, if I can say that. And little Darla, the black one, wants to get up on the bed, and she's snorting.
She's small.
She gets up there.
Can't get on the bed.
Oh, she can get up on the bed. She just knows that you will do it. And she gets up there, and she's got these eye boogers. And I don't know if you guys know. Pug eye boogers stink, all right? They stink. It's not the dog, it's the eye boogers.
Wait a minute. Talk about stink. He is like the stink master, okay? He's lactose intolerant. So if he has any dairy at all, he like...
You can get help for that.
Is that my fault?
You can get help for that.
But he burps and farts all the time. And he's like proud of it. He takes pride in it.
So those are some of the physical downsides. What about his personality? What about some other downsides there?
Well, he's a little controlling. Not bad, but like he'll like try to like control what I eat sometimes.
All right, so Christopher, you decided now was a good time then to go date somebody else. Tell us why.
Well, we've been together about 6-7 months now, and I think we just wanted, I wanted to just see if the spark was still there. So this was a test, I guess.
All right. Is the spark still there? That's the question. It seems that Christopher and Trace also have some things to iron out. When we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and then we'll find out if they're going to stay together or have a change of heart. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We're here with Christopher and Trace. Now, Christopher said that he wanted a low-maintenance woman who's high on adventure, so we set him up with a natural beauty who's never been called a homebody. Please welcome Stacy Ackman.
How are you? Good to see you.
And Trace, since you've never met, we'll get your first impression of Stacy.
She's pretty. A lot of hair.
A lot of hair.
That's not really an insult, so it's all right.
Christopher, tell us about the arrangements you made for your blind date.
Well, okay, Trace isn't a sports fan, and I am, so we decided to go. It is true. I like sports, and we decided to go to a Dodgers game. She ended up getting the tickets. For the Dodgers.
Oh, she even bought the tickets.
She bought the tickets, which is great, but I was rooting for Atlanta. Sorry, guys.
Bad.
Sorry. And basically, I'm the one in the relationship that always pays, and so I was the one who paid for the any date that we would go on. But I liked it.
Is that true, Trace? I mean, would you ever buy a pair of tickets or buy anything?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we usually go Dutch most of the time.
Okay.
Stacy, did you get a lecture on the environment while you were out hanging out with?
Actually, no. We did talk about the environment, but when I was in college, I worked for Greenpeace for a year, and I really
great.
respect the fact that he's so concerned about the environment. So
I'm
it's great.
concerned about the environment also. I'm just not like a freak about it.
Have you ever volunteered? Have you ever volunteered or done anything like that?
No, I can't say that I have.
Okay, just curious. Christopher, tell us what you remember about the game being at the ballpark.
Well, I actually remember her bod.
Of course. Why we go to games.
We went upstairs to get some concessions, and I was walking behind her, and I noticed she had this little half shirt on, and she had these tight little abs, and guys, I don't mind saying she has a nice pooper. I gotta admit, you know.
Well, that's
not to sound sexist or anything, but
interesting word to use.
Yes,
Christopher, by the way.
very interesting word.
Now, you said that Trace complains about her body. Did Stacy seem more happy with what she's got?
Yeah, she seemed really secure. Trace
I'm secure. Am I not a
times
confident person?
At times, you are.
I mean, do I look like I need to lose weight?
Okay, she's.
Thank you.
All right, maybe not lose weight, but you have breast boosters that you wear. That she just bought. And I'll let you decide if she's wearing them now or not, but I know the truth.
Christopher, what other differences between the two women that you're in the middle of?
Well, basically, it was the take me out to the ball game that I remember. It was in the 7th inning stretch, and she doesn't really have a great voice, this little Stracy, but that's okay. Stracy, I called her. I got the two mixed up.
Never said I did, so it's okay.
And Trace has a beautiful voice, but sometimes when we're like at a party or something and there'll be karaoke, she'll be singing like the diva-esque song in hopes of getting discovered, or I don't know, and it gets kind of annoying.
Trace the diva.
She sings very, very well, so that was one thing I noticed.
All right, Stacy, one of the things we heard was Christopher's a little controlling. Did you notice that at all with your experience on the date?
No, not at all. We went to, after the game, I decided the place we were going to go. We went to sushi, and we had a couple of glasses of sake, and he really liked that because Trace, I guess, doesn't drink. So we had a great time.
Trace, when Christopher's out drinking, does he get a little touchy-feely, or can he handle himself?
He handles himself pretty well.
And you, Christopher, after you were knocking back some sake, were you okay?
All right, let me tell you, sake, for those of you not in the know, sake kind of creeps up on you all of a sudden. And I put my arm around her at one point, but the rest is kind of fuzzy, let's say.
Fuzzy. Well, then you had a good time at the ballpark. Things are going well at dinner. At this point, then what?
Actually, she got a page from someone right in the middle of our little date. And she excused herself to go to the bathroom, but I think that she went to return this page for this guy that called.
All right, Stacy, were you on the phone in the middle of your date?
No,
I wanted to give her the
not
benefit
at
of the
all.
doubt.
Yes, I did get a page through dinner, but I was having too much fun, and we drank a little bit of sake, so I did have to use the restroom, and that's all.
He's a little
no
paranoid.
phone calls.
All right,
Yes,
yeah,
a little
paranoid.
paranoid.
All right, Christopher, in baseball terms, how would you summarize the date then?
The date and Stacy, definitely a grand slam, I would have to say.
Yeah! Boom! Right out of the ballpark. All right, will that evening at the ballpark with Stacy give Christopher a change of heart? We'll find out later, but next we're going to come back and we're going to meet the man that Trace dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date. Welcome back. We just heard what happened on Christopher's date with Stacy, and now we're going to meet the man that Trace dated. Trace said she wanted a guy who's less controlling, makes her feel safe, and won't go rummaging through her garbage for recyclables. So we set her up with a big, strong man who'd rather run his fingers through a woman's hair than through her dumpster. Please welcome Ron Moore. Hey, Ron. Good to see you. Christopher, tell us what you think of Ron.
Kind of a Miami Vice look, but you know, I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Okay. Rhonda, what did you suggest then for the date?
I spoke with Trace on the phone, and I suggested that I cook her dinner at an estate that I have access to. It's right on the beach. It's a very nice home. It's about a $2.5 million home. So
wow.
I wanted to make it very, very romantic and impress her.
And Trace, that sounded very romantic, huh? Nice start.
Yes, it sounded very romantic. However, I was a little tentative to go to someone's house on a first date. It was very tempting, but I declined, so we decided to go out instead.
Now, Christopher, is this her not wanting to go out and stay at home type of thing kicking in?
I don't know, but if it's a $2.5 million estate, I would have, you know.
Wow, he'd have had dinner with her. All right. Well, Trace, if that didn't work out, then what did you end up doing?
Well, I still wanted to do something romantic, so Ron made reservations at the Ritz-Carlton. Very classy for Sunday brunch. So we had this wonderful, totally romantic brunch outside on the patio by the pool. It was a beautiful day, so it was very
nice.
classy.
Okay,
very
and Ron,
classy.
is Trace a typical type of woman that you'd go out with?
No, not usually. I usually date someone, a woman with longer hair. But with her, it fit perfect. She looks like Courtney Cox to me, very sexy, so it seemed to fit her.
That works, then, I guess. And Trace, once you finally got to meet Ron after talking to him and everything and hooking up, what'd you first notice? I
first noticed his chin, his cleft chin. I thought it was really sexy, and it totally reminded me of John Travolta, who I'm like the John Travolta freak. I'm usually very calm when I see celebrities, but I have to say, if I ever saw John Travolta, I would be on him like that.
Boom.
So.
Trace, Christopher ever give you that John Travolta vibe, kind of?
No.
What, Feifel the Mouse or something, I don't know.
Hey, Ron, one of the things that Trace said earlier was that she doesn't feel really safe if she was in a dark alley, that she'd be protected by Christopher. Could you handle it? Would you be her protector?
I went through Navy SEAL training, so I think I can handle myself.
Yeah? Those guys. Yeah, they train hard. Christopher, who would she be safer with now? Admit
she
it.
was about to say something.
I think he'd totally protect anyone. I mean, I don't think size matters.
Yeah, but
really.
come on, you got yeah, but you got Navy SEAL training, and then you got the Don Knotts body. It's a little bit of a.
The guy who is a SEAL.
Sorry, Trace, how was brunch?
Oh, brunch was incredible. It was so classy, and we just pigged out. It was so great. I mean, I had
classy
sausage.
And pigged out. Isn't that an oxymoron?
I had sausage and bacon and egg. I mean, he would have had a stroke if he saw what I ate.
Egg whites, turkey bacon, grapefruit.
We
Thank
totally
you.
took advantage. We took advantage. We threw the diets right out.
That's right.
Yeah, really?
It was great.
It was
Trace,
wonderful.
you eat like that, you'll be the one having a stroke. But Ron, let me ask you this. The dogs were a problem earlier in their relationship. Did you hear about the dogs or see pictures of them or anything?
Yeah, she showed me a couple pictures. They're very cute. I like dogs. I like the fact she has dogs. I grew up on 10 acres with dogs and cats, so not a problem.
Yeah, but one of the problems, though, during intimate moments, you certainly don't want a cold nose poking itself where it doesn't belong in an intimate moment, do you?
A cold, stinky nose.
Cold, stinky.
By the way.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Okay. Trace, let me ask you, was Ron obsessive about anything like Christopher's obsession with recycling?
No, not at all. Completely the opposite. He was so relaxed and completely laid back. In fact, we walked around after we ate brunch, and we walked by this dress store, and I kind of wanted to go in and look at the clothes, but I didn't really think it would be appropriate. But Ron actually offered. He was like, "Oh, do you want to go in?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we went in, and he was helping me pick stuff out, and it was great because Christopher like hates shopping and he like whines and.
I don't hate shopping. It's just that you never have money to pay for this stuff.
That's not true. That is
I'm
not
gonna
true.
get these $300
Do you
glasses
buy
and
me
put
stuff?
them. You wanted to get those glasses.
Did I get them?
No, you want to put them on layaway.
Did I get glasses?
You don't
Who
have
bought glasses that day? Who bought
I did not buy glasses.
Yes, you
Hey,
did.
hey.
Yes, you did.
All right, enough about the layaway talk. Trace, what happened after you guys went to shopping?
Well, we went and had coffee, and I had an iced coffee, and Ron ordered just a regular coffee.
Really strong.
Very strong coffee, and he put milk in his coffee, and I was laughing because if Christopher would have put milk in his coffee, he would have like cleared the place out
Oh, yes.
from his lactose intolerance.
Right, Mr. Lactose
my
Intolerance.
fault?
Right.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
don't even try to contain it. You are like proud of it, and you're like, oh, and then he tells you. He like tells you. He'll say, oh, I farted.
Okay. It's
Like
not
you
Rain
need to
Man
know
or anything
that.
when they're in a confined phone booth and he says, "Uh-oh, fart." I just, if you have to go, you want to let people around you know. That
Christopher,
you gotta-
sometimes you just don't want to know. You don't want to know. Trace, what's the other differences between the two of them?
Well, let's see. They're both younger than I am, a few years younger than I am, but they're both about the same age. But I have to say that Ron is more mature, I think. He carries himself more maturely. He's more distinguished. In fact, I thought he was older than he is. In a good way, just more mature.
I'm 19.
Right. All right, Ron, how did the night end then?
The night ended, we left the coffee shop, we again went shopping, took a little walk. I walked her back to her car. It was a very good date. Usually I'm a little more forward towards the end of a date with women, but I didn't want it to be only one date, so I offered a handshake and kept it.
Okay. And Trace, were you okay with that?
Well, he held his hand out to shake my hand, and I was like, hello?
She was sitting in her car.
So I gave him a big hug. I was like, I'm not going to waste, a handshake. Because, look at him. He's gorgeous. So I gave him a big
You can
hug.
get ready in the bathroom together for your hour or whatever it takes.
Oh, you have Christopher's permission now. So, will Christopher and Trace have a change of heart, or are they destined to stay together? During the break, they're going to make their decisions, and we're going to find out what they decided when we come right back. Welcome back to Change of Heart. Here we are at the moment of truth. During the break, Christopher and Trace each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and now there's no turning back. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? You guys came on here, you wanted to see if the spark was still there, and so that's what we were trying to determine. Trace, you said you wanted somebody that was bigger, that would be able to protect you, somebody that was less anal, somebody that was a little less controlling. You had a date with Ron that went really, really well. You had a good time there, but now we need your decision.
Okay, Christopher. We've known each other like a long, long time. We've been very close, and we've gotten a lot closer recently, which has been good. Ron, I had a great time with you. The date was wonderful. You are you're strong and manly, and I feel very, very safe with you. But I have to say, the show taught me that going out with someone else really isn't the answer, that I want to stay with Christopher.
Stay together. Okay. Ron, sorry things didn't work out for you.
I found it fun.
All right, Christopher, you said that you wanted somebody that was lower maintenance. You didn't have to come in second to any dogs at any time. Somebody that was less of a homebody that would go out there and have a good time. You were sucking down sake with your date. You had a good time at the ballpark. Things went really well for you. But Trace still says the spark's there. Is it for you?
Well, I think Trace is wonderful, and she's just a beautiful, beautiful person. This one, on the other hand, Stace is great. She could be my little buddy. She's fun. She could just throw in her stuff and just go my way. But I have to say, I've decided to stay together.
Hey, Stacy, sorry things didn't work out for you either. Wow. Trace, Christopher, I guess the spark is still there. Hopefully you'll have more sparks flying after this. Way to go. Thanks to the two of you for being on the show with us, and Ron and Stacy, thank you very much. That's our show. Thanks to all of our guests today. We'll see you next time right here on Change of Heart.